Add on. How's that? Also, did you guys like, subscribe, notification bell, be joyful in life, and dance? Did you do all 5 of the karmas? Do all the karmas. You know what's crazy is that I didn't check off dance because I haven't been dancing in my life. This life is a dance, and I haven't been dancing. So that's something that's got to change. I did dance yesterday. Nick Robinson's like, I thought it was happening again like last night. Oh my God. I'm just giving you people daddy issues, eh? Holy shit. I'm like an absentee father. That's wrong. That's wrong. This is why I don't have kids. This is why I don't have kids. Imagine I had kids and I did this shit. This is why I don't have kids. I go to these family events. They're like, why don't you don't have kids? This, that. I'm like, bro, have you seen the podcast? I can't even, you know what I mean? It's like, shit happens. Wow. Still Applejack is here. Still God is great. Applejack is here. Thanks for coming, baby. Cher is here. Nick Robinson here. So listen, we're going to do, I think this is an incredibly important story, incredibly beautiful documentary that came out. It's hard to find. My friend sent it to me last week. I said, you know what? I had to tell the community. I didn't even have time to jack up the thumbnail like that. Like I just put like documentary review as the thumbnail. And then tonight at 11, I'm going to be back and we're going to talk about Baba Sam Harish and what he did. But I have that scheduled. I didn't want to just do it early. So I said, you know what? Do the documentary review. We're going to do it like this now. 1 hour tight, one topic rips, and you got to go through the whole rip, and that's it. Oh my God. This documentary, though, absolutely incredible. Hold on. Let me put it up on the screen there for you there for the community. It's called Impeachment, or if you're on Disney Plus, it's American Crime Story Season 3. What the hell are they thinking? It's American Crime Story. And before we get it, and that's what we're going to be reviewing today, actually, real quick. Very powerful lessons for the whole culture, for the community. Impeachment doc review. Here we go. American Crime Story Impeachment doc review here at the Digital Ashram on the drip, rip and dip. Rip and dip. Can you guys hear me and the music okay? Tell me. I'm ready. Sounds interesting. Bobcat says sounds interesting. That's the kind of loving kindness attitude you should have, Bobcat. That's very good. Wow, great karmas today. I got to say, great karmas today. You know, I really feel like I'm helping the culture with this because this is a trailer that, like, my friend had to tell me about it. I'm not even going to play the audio from the trailer because we always get our thing demonetized, but let me just put on the trailer. But yeah, this is what we're going to be talking about today. Very powerful lessons for the community and for the culture today from this documentary about Bill Clinton almost getting impeached. They go to the impeachment trial at the end of the season, but he almost gets impeached because Monica Lewinsky and him were having sexual relations in the White House, in the Oval Office, in the little side office. Man, he was like the coolest. He was like the best president, and these goddamn hating ass Republicans just fucked with him. And that's what the documentary is. And now it very much relates to the Trump Mar-a-Lago thing, because you look at the Mar-a-Lago raid, and everyone's basically saying it's going to be a whole bunch of fucking nothing, dude. It's fucking embarrassing. Come on, Democrats. I love that I'm in Canada, just like, come on, guys. Fucking find something on this Mar-a-Lago shit, or we're going to look like idiots right now. God damn it. I feel like a character on one of these movies. These movies are so good, though. They're so entertaining. But basically, that's where it's at with the Mar-a-Lago shit. So, sounds impeccable. Thanks, man. Stop demonization. See, I help him. He should stop the demonization. Yeah, why are we demonizing the culture and the community? We got to stop demonizing one another. And we do have to start loving each other. And that's it. And I just want to say real quick before we get into the rips today, this episode is brought to you by my loving kindness meditation. Come to loving kindness. Hold on. Come to loving kindness meditation. Here's the poster. What a beautiful poster. Tickets are on sale. Tickets are moving. Tickets are moving, people. And it is a psychedelic journey to infinity and back, because infinity is in the heart. And we basically go into the heart. And then from the heart, we do like an internal healing. Basically, love is basically like a WD-40 for the soul. When you go in and your soul is your body, your traumas, your dramas, issues, whatever, it's actually stored in your muscle body sensations. So with the loving kindness meditation we go into infinity, we become infinity, you become the whole thing at the same time, and then we just give them all a little spray of loving kindness. And then you come out, you're basically permanent flow state when you get out of it. You got to raise the vibration. I really got to add that. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. Why not? No, I'm not going to do it right now. But we really got to add the vibe. We got to raise the vibration. Let me show you the vibration chart. I love that someone just look at this. I typed in vibrations emotions chart. Look what comes up. This is what we do at the meditation. And what we do here. It's actually a lot like what we do here, but it's super, super advanced. You know what I'm saying? This is the free stuff, what we do here, but this is advanced vibration raising. We get into the science of it, the whole thing, the whole shenanigans. What the hell, man? Why can't... Hold on. We raise the vibration. I like that they put a number on it. Everyone today is... Get out of my face, would you? Jesus. Oh my God, where's it going? Stop it. Here we go. The culture right now, we're at like 200. But actually, if you see other charts like this, they say that this here blue is flow state. It's flow state. And look at that. It corresponds with 500. That's love. So right now, you're living at 200, 300 vibration, which is basically your energy level coming in. And after loving kindness meditation, it takes you up to 500. And then you can go from there. The upper ones, or if you just release, you'll go to the higher ones too. But that's a loving kindness meditation. Anyway, listen, today's episode brought to you by Loving Kindness. WD-40 for the soul. Come on in. Let's spray up your body with loving kindness. Let me spray your body with loving kindness at my loving kindness meditation. Did I sell it? Let me spray your body with loving kindness. No, but now let's get back into our topic for the day. We got a very powerful topic. Applejack, thanks for... Oh, quick comments too. Bobcat, thank you. ShareCourt. Very good karmas today. ShareCourt comes in early with the first comment. Wow, that's... I'm sitting in the pews waiting, baby. That's called a good congregation. I say that's called a good congregation. Coming in early, waiting in the pews. Waiting for Babaji in the pews. That's what Babaji likes. And that's the kind of people that's going to come with loving kindness meditation. I really want to open. I might just talk like that for the whole meditation. Yeah, I might, but I can't go too Southern preacher. It's not... I'll tell you, like, it's a lot of white girls. That's the crowd. It's like white guys and girls, actually. It's white. It's like a white hippie crowd. Like, I tell brown people about it and they're like, oh, that's nice. Okay. Like, they're not, it's like esoteric teachings. Like, the love stuff with the brown community is just as goofy as like, it's with, if you tell a conservative person, you know what I mean? Because some people are like, that doesn't mean anything. Hey, your love chart, it's not science. A lot of people would say that. But anyway, I just feel like I don't want to go too like Baptist, Southern Baptist with it for the whole time, because I am bringing them, like, they're basically turned off from that. They've left all that. It's like the white people in Toronto that are into this alternative, you know what I mean? And why shouldn't they be? We need another love revolution, and God is great. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring that love revolution. Thank you, ShareCourt. Thanks everyone for coming. And now, without any further ado, let's do our topic, shall we? Let's do these karmas, God damn it. Let's raise the vibration with these karmas. Let's go. Here's the trailer. I'm just gonna play no audio trailer. How about this? I'll play the trailer. I'll play a song, and then I'll play and pause over the trailer just to introduce. This is gonna be our intro for the thing. And while we play that, we're gonna listen to Prophet 7 by Noir A. Blanc V right here on the drip. Spiritual political analysis live on YouTube. Today we're reviewing Impeachment, American Crime Story. Honestly, the hardest documentary to find. So it's on Disney Plus, which is like, really? This is a heavy blowjob story. But okay, it's on Disney Plus. I get it. They have the section on it. It's fine. I'm not a Puritan saying, how dare you put it on Disney Plus. But it's American. If anyone is wondering where the hell this goddamn documentary is, it's American Crime Story Season 3. So even if you click on American Crime Story, it shows you the O.J. Simpson trial. That's the first season when they did it. And that's a ripper too. I saw that when it came out. But then when I heard about this one, because it's Okay, you know how this summer, okay, remember how everyone cared about Ukraine and COVID? And then this banger TV show came out and everyone said, canceled. You know what I mean? And Ukraine got canceled for a TV show. Not canceled like people don't believe in it. People do believe in it, I think, but it got canceled in the rating sense. The ratings, they all went to that hit banger ass TV show we watched this summer. What was the name of the TV show? Johnny Depp Amber Heard first trial. That was a ripper of a show. And then after that, we had another one come out. What was that? That is Alex Jones. That was a ripper. And guess what? If they can ever goddamn get that slippery bastard, that's going to be a fucking ripper too, man. He's going to rip him all day. The court's going to be all day him ripping. It's going to be that's the point where Trump, like, that's where you got him. Because he's going to be like, I don't know, did you guys ever watch Trailer Park Boys? It's like Trailer Park Boys is one of the funniest shows. And I remember Ricky, he goes to court in a Canadian court, and he just keeps swearing. He's like, okay, like, Your Honor, like, fucking sorry, Your Honor. Okay, like, fucking this guy. Sorry, Your Honor. Like, okay, what fucking happened? And then he's like, Your Honor, I can't do it without swearing. And the judge is like, I'm going to allow it. It's good. Like, that's the best shit. It's like the highest drama, you could say, happening in our society. Anyway, this impeachment, this is actually going on another level of that. I really enjoyed this. After watching Amber Heard trial, after watching Alex Jones trial, and after getting teased about Trump trial, and where is it? Hey, Democrats, where is it? I want to see him on trial. Bring the heat on it. But I guess, you know what? You can't blame him. I forgive them. You can't blame them. Like, they're doing their best, and he is fucking tight, right? When it comes to sociopaths, I mean, he's the king. He's the master. So, like, you can't just be like, oh, you couldn't get Trump, stupid. Like, okay, easy to say from here, right? Easy to say. But that motherfucker, he's slippery. Anyway, let's watch this trailer and set up this impeachment American crime story. Holy shit, the whole song played out. So good. All the recreations. Look at this guy. That's Monica Lewinsky. Cute, little plumpy dumpy. And I know some of the people here like that. And I like it too. And how dare this Jordan Peterson say that if you're a little overweight, if you're a little plumpy dumpy, just cool it, man. Okay? Try moving in with your mom over COVID and nobody wants to bang you anymore because you're out of the market, you're old as fuck, and the only way you can bang is one of these cute little fatties. Then tell me you don't like it. You just don't think it's hot. Before you start talking shit, Petey's. But the documentary, it really makes you enjoy that, appreciate that. It is almost like, look, I don't want to say it's like it's fat brainwash, but it's doing a lot for body acceptance. Because you watch it and you just fall in love with this girl and you're like, this is a hot situation too. And it's not meant to be like that. It's supposed to be wrong and naughty. But when I'm watching it, I'm like, bro, hit it. Like, she's so down. She's so down. And you just get a little excited watching it. I know it's rude though. It's rude and it's wrong to do. And that's what you learn in the documentary. But let's continue this. He looks so good. That's Clive Owen as Bill Clinton. He's just so smooth. He looks over. That's a good shot, man. He is so... It is really... What are they? First black president. That's what everyone calls him, first black president. Honestly, we're not going to do those jokes, though, on this show. Because we're fully on her side on this. What he did was wrong, and what the whole culture did was fucking wrong. So, enough of that. Stop it. Enough of that. First black president. Enough. No, she's a psycho, dude. This is supposed to be her friend at work, and she just starts recording the tapes because she's trying to pop off. That's the problem with these situations, is that it's so stupid, and you can't. It goes like you're almost thinking like, how can this be 10 episodes? It's just he got a blowj, dude. The president got sucked off by a girl, right? How many episodes? Oh, Didier, we're going to talk Trump. Actually, watching this documentary made me realize that Clinton is the first Trump. Clinton pulled some Trump-ass moves on these bitches. he pulled some Trump ass moves. You can't say no. You can't. It makes you lose your faith in him as a president. He was the king for me. He really was. And now he is a bit of a scumbag. Like, you get to the end of the show, and on the one hand, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with these goddamn Republicans? It's just like what could be happening with Trump, Didier, right now. What all the people are saying, that this FBI raid is not going to be, it's going to be a whole nothing burger, nothing. You got nothing. You did the FBI raid. He raised $1 million a day. And that's what everyone's saying it's going to go. God is great. I hope not. I hope they catch him. Because I love these court dramas. And I want to see him on the stand. That's going to be so funny, him on the stand. I can't wait for that. But do the Democrats got the goods? I don't know. But the whole thing of the FBI is politicized and they just go after people, that's what this entire documentary is about. And it's not one side or the other. This is a problem. This is so polarized in American politics, like left and right. They're so divided that they don't see that both of them do this shit. Like, these Republicans, we're talking about this documentary. When you watch it, it is 10 to 20 grown men being like, oh, that 22-year-old sucked his dick. Let's use that to get him out of the White House. Let's use that to destroy him. Like, they are out for blood, dude. What happened? There's no honor in the game. Like, come on. Okay, he did it. Like, fine. Keep it quiet and go after him. These guys are like, no. Let's tell everyone. He's a piece of shit. And let's, like, just put their whole life out in the media. It's vicious, man. Just all the sharks and shit. But it's just crazy to me that, yeah, like, legit 20 grown men. Because the whole thing's a political hit. It's just politics. It's just meaningless politics. 10, 20, and this is FBI included. FBI and like these judges. It's like Ken Steele, I think his name is. Ken Starr. And they had a young Brett Kavanaugh too. So they had Brett Kavanaugh when he was 22. That was his first. It's like an origin story. The Brett Kavanaugh, that asshole who just became a Supreme Court judge, and all the Democrats tried to go after him, and then he slipped around. In this, it's amazing. His part in it is so funny. He's basically like, what happens is, in the documentary, they have to train themselves on how they're going to interview Monica Lewinsky. Like, they're trying to do their interview. They're reenacting it. So the guy has an actor playing Monica Lewinsky, and then he's over here, and he's like, did the president, so the president showed you the penis, or did he put the penis on you? Like, he's asking like that, trying to be nice to the girl, to the guy acting as Monica Lewinsky, because she is like 20, like she's like 24 or something at the time of this. But then Brett Kavanaugh's in the room, and he's like, yo, just say, was your dick in his mouth? Say it. Like, he's so aggressive. That's his thing. There's like a team. He looks like a 20-year-old. I bet we'll find him in a second. Let's watch it. Let's put on a track. So yeah, this woman pretends to be her friend, starts recording their phone conversations. That's like a whole thing. Like, this woman is such a silly lady. Great character. Great psycho character. Just taping her. Just friends with her, just tapes their conversations to be like, yeah, I'll use it, and then I'll write the book about it. Like, she just wants to write the book at the end. But then they go, in the last episode, she talks about her trauma too, and how her dad was like Bill Clinton and kept fucking around and kept and ruining people's lives. That's the thing. You get to the last episode, like, on the one hand, the Republicans are crazy, man. It's just a political witch hunt. They're going after them, whatever. But it just has ups and downs. It's a great documentary. Last episode, though, it is like, this is damaging. This is why you can't have like this Tate speech kind of shit. Like, I was at a Patel event, typical at a Patel convention event, and someone brings up Tate speech, Tate, whatever, and all I hear is like, no, but he's good. No, but he's good. He knows what's right for the culture. Nothing he says is wrong, though. Tell me one thing he said that is wrong. Like, that's the kind of shit, right? And I had to get down to the numbers of like, okay, so what is he saying? That every single one of us is a pimp? Like, it's ridiculous. The numbers won't work out with this. It's the same thing with being someone who fucks around. It's so sad because we're really shifting into a culture that like in the 70s, the women's rights movement was like about fucking around and burning bras and shit. And today, like, there's no fucking because we know now that that's also toxic. It's not good. It's not good for the culture. I know it just makes it all so boring, doesn't it? It's like at least the pussy was there, right? And now what do we do? We're just gonna go help for like there's not even a hookup for helping. No, and expecting it is wrong. But you get that in the last episode of this documentary because in the 10th episode, you're just like, fuck this is very damaging and toxic. And it ruins people's lives. And that's why she started to take that's why she was that character is so crazy and just started recording the phone tapes and like she wasn't even involved. She just worked and like she just wanted to come up. And then it has the Drudge Report. This was a big thing too. It was like historical because you could say, taught people how to use the internet because her document was one of the first like court documents to get uploaded and like everyone's reading it. And it's like just a hot goss around town, you know? This woman, she's nuts. Oh, this is such a sad side story too. This is Paula Jones. And by the way, the real Paula Jones is offended at the portrayal. Like that's the real people talk about. And then this SNL guy is so funny. His acting, like he's so dirt in it. And he's this woman's wife. This woman's story is so funny too. She basically, back in the day, she's in a hotel. Bill Clinton goes, tells the security guard, and this is a classic move from JFK, used to do this too, where they go into a hotel, they tell the security guard, like they see someone hot. And they're like, tell her that I want to see her. So security guard tells her, go upstairs, see the president. She's just like, oh my God, me? And she just goes up. She's such a hick. It's so cute. She's such a cute hick character. And the arc is amazing. So then she goes up to see Bo. Billy Boy. Billy Boy pulls his penis out and says, kiss it. And then she just says, sir, that's wrong. And she like runs away, whatever. I don't know. Somewhere word got out in her community. It's like so small town. And like somewhere word got out that like she was alone in the room with the president. It was so India. This is such an India side story. Word got out and her husband's like, the whole town's saying that you were with the president and you did something in there. I don't know if I can trust you anymore. And like these guys love each other, man. This is a loving marriage and it's just tearing them apart. Nothing even happened. She did not even suck it. They're trying to get her to say something. Be like, yo, just say you sucked it. Or like say he hit you with it or something. And she's like, no. She's such a good Christian woman at the beginning. That's what's so sad about this story. She's the most perfect Christian woman at the beginning of it. And then by the end, you on my back? Yeah, I'm back. And then at the end of it, like, she's like good Christian woman, man. Good Christian, like, which is fine. I'm not saying you're not a good Christian woman if you fuck around. But she was literally like, he pulled the penis out and he said, kiss it. And she was just like, oh my goodness, sir, no way. And she just left. And like the first thing that they're questioning her about is like, well, did he force you? Did he make you do it? Okay, well then what the fuck? Like he didn't. And she was so innocent at the beginning. She's like, well, that's just not right. He's the president and he put his penis out in my face and kiss it. Come on, man. It's Arkansas. He's governor of Arkansas. That's not right. I went to church. That's the level where you just go like, part of you just wants to say like I know a lot of girls who would today be like, yeah, he pulled his dick out and tried to fuck me. But like, he wasn't like jumping at me or anything. And it's fucked up and it's not cool. But I said no and I left. And I just never told anyone. Like that, like most girls I know are just like, I just never told anyone. Hers, I guess some rumor got out that like people were like, she was alone with the president for 5 minutes. And then the word got out. And then the husband's like, I look stupid. I look like an idiot. It's so funny. It's so tragic side story. Anyway, they go through. Oh my God. At one point, they offer them $700,000 to just settle out of court. And they go, no, we want the president to do what's right. And it's because all these highfalutin lawyers are manipulating these hicks. So these highfalutin lawyers manipulate them. They're like, don't take the $700,000. Say, no, I want the apology on TV or some bullshit. And then I'll get a book deal. And then I'll do this. It's like, you're fucking nuts, man. Anyway, by the end, they don't even get the 700,000. They end up with like millions of dollars of legal fees, and she's on Hustler at the end, dude. In the last episode, the photographer's like, "Yeah, take your top off. We agreed to take your top off," and she's like, "Oh, okay, but it's classy, right? It's classy. Okay." Takes the top off, and he's like, "Bottoms too, man. We agreed to it. That's no bottoms, no pay. Thank you. That's great, darling." And she's just, oh my God, she's in hot. Yeah, it's fine. It really doesn't matter. Honestly, the lesson they wanted to learn in life, they came to life to learn, is like, don't be so shame about sex, but also like, take the 700,000. Don't be so shame about sex. Like honestly, that story of like Bill Clinton pulled his dick out and said kiss it, and you're like, fuck that. I feel like I've dated girls where like when I started dating them, they told me a story that was like, oh, my boss did this thing. And then in the time of dating them, I turn it into such a funny story that it's like a party story. Like at this point, I'll go to a party with the girl and I'll be like, yo, tell him your fucking boss the creep shit that happened. Tell him. And they'll be like, oh my God. Oh, okay. So I was working at this like, and it's like a banger story. And they're over it and it doesn't matter. These guys, it's tearing them apart, man. It's really hurting their feelings. That's the issue. You know, that like it's really hurting their feelings that this even happened. Like the husband is just like, that son of a bitch with my wife. Like he's so mad. And it's like, you should really have more of a mentality of like, baby, when you got it, you got it, right? When you got it, you got it. You're hot, so he's going to make a move. That's like, not to say that that's the truth of it. Like he's obviously, it's wrong for him to make a move. But I'm saying like, you guys created a lot of resistance, I felt like, where they were so shame about it, so upset about it. And then of course, like just perfect. The Tao is perfect. And God is writing the best stories. By the end of the thing, she's in Hustler, dude. Oh my God. It's so sad. Her arc is so fucking sad. He looks exactly like Bill Clinton. I mean, Monica Lewinsky is even like a really sad story too. Like they really just, oh, by the way, this is Ann Coulter. Fucking sexy, eh? She's a psycho too. This is just another. So there's the main team, Ken Starr, and like 5 Republican. Like, we're gonna take him down. We got Bill in this one. Fucking piece of shit. We're gonna take him down. His presidency's over. Republicans win. Like, just that's it. Then that, but they were officially working for the government. Ann Coulter and these other two, she's in a group. They're just doing this as a side hustle. Like, there's just some PAC paying them to take down the president. So they're just out on their own, running around, doing research. Grown-ups working full-time to take down this guy. And they found this thing and they don't care. They don't care that they're ruining this girl's life. They don't care about anything. They're just like, take him down one way or another. It really reminds you, like, if the listen, going back to Trump and this Mar-a-Lago raid, if the Democrats don't find anything, it's actually very, very similar. And they should be on the same team on this, and they should both be trying to fight against this. This is ridiculous. This kind of government overreach of the FBI, they have no right. The things they did in this, I was watching, I'm like, that's illegal. Come on. And then later in the episode, someone be like, that's illegal. They did that? Like, they... yeah, they did a bunch of weird shit, man. Because they're like a political FBI unit. So they're just twisting. Like, it's just like 4 adults in one room. They're like, okay, what are you going to say to her? Okay, you say this, then I'll say this. They're scaring the shit out of her. First time they got Monica Lewinsky they got her in a hotel at one point. Like the 4th episode, I'm thinking, how much could the show have? 4th episode, they have her in a hotel room. And she's like, I want to see my lawyer. Fuck your lawyer. You fucked this up. You're going to jail for 28 years, bitch. You fucked up on this. You don't know what you did wrong. Don't say lawyer. If you go easy and you do what we say, we might go nice. We might be nice and we might get that number down. And she's bawling, dude. 24 years old. I mean, I know 24 is grown up actually, technically, but it's still a lot. Like, I mean, also, she's just obsessed with him. They made her out like she's a kook too. The Clintons, they really like, that's really the sin on their side, I'd say, is like, just say that you did it. But Clinton, what he did was, first, they get him under oath. And he said, I did not have sexual relations. This is where he goes very Trumpy with it. He says, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. the whole trial, the whole impeachment, the reason it's going to happen, or like the whole reason why this is even a case, is not because he had sex with her. It's because under oath, he said that he did not have sex with her, and that would be lying under oath. So it's like the sex is just a thing that's happening, and now it's like you lied under oath. So now he does the whole trickery of like, I said I did not have sexual relations. But what is a sexual relation is defined as touching in these areas to increase arousal. That did not happen. Like he did. He basically smooth talked it. He trumped it. It was a powerful move. I mean, they did like a good 20 minutes, and they were like, the way they shot it is so good too, because it's just like he's just doing a word salad. It's like, so what is a relation but a relation? The is not is, but what is, and sexuality can only be known by a sexual progression of delights. And they're just like, God damn it, he's going in circles. Like they're like in the back room, the other Republicans are like, what the hell is he doing? God damn it. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. He's so goddamn charming. What the hell is he saying? We don't know. God damn it. He's running circles around us. It's like this genius move that he does. Basically, it's just like a Trumpy like deflection. And he just sits strong with it. That's the problem. And then once they went down that road of like, I'm going to deny it, that was his big sin though, even in life. Denying it and then having to admit, even to his wife, to his family, like everyone. That's what fucked him up, you know, is that he lied first. He should have just said, yeah, I did it. I'm a fucking grown up and she's a grown up and my wife's going to kill me and we'll talk about it. Shut the fuck up. That's how you do it. That's how even what's his name did it. That's how Letterman did it. Letterman was having an affair with someone at his work and she was like, I'm going to tell everyone. And then he just went on the show and said, hey, everyone, I've been banging someone I work with. Now she's pissed. She's saying that she's going to go to the cops and like whatever. Just telling you because I don't want to give her that power. Just takes the power away. That's the problem with Clinton is that he tried to hide it first. And that hiding it gives it all this power. But anyway, that's end culture. Fucking smoker. Yeah, those three, that's just a side. That's just a rogue team of like, we can take down Clinton. Yeah. Like psychos, dude. They don't even believe in it. They don't even believe that he did something wrong. They're just like, yeah, okay. And then what's the court law? Okay, this law, this, okay. And then, high crimes, misdemeanors. Yeah, it counts under this code, this affidavit. It's a high crimes, misdemeanors. We can get them. Let's take them down. 5 years, 10 years. Great documentary. This is honestly though, watch it and you're gonna say this whole thing's doing a lot for body positivity, because the whole idea that we're talking about her like that Jordan Peterson saying, "Oh, this girl's little goddamn tick." Well, good enough for Bill Clinton. Oh, and here comes the 69mega.com. Of course, putting user on timeout. Foolish. Yo, I know, right? We got spammers. Listen, when when the drips get too real, the haters start coming, the attackers start coming. Let's keep going. What a foolish waste of time that these people all did. All these actors, and everyone plays like a different, like a character, you know? American Crime Story, September 7th, only on FX. So sick. Check it out. Okay, I did want to show you another thing, actually, because this really pissed me off about the whole thing, where it's like, so in the in the documentary, so they're basically trying to make Monica Lewinsky look crazy, right? So as part of making her look crazy, it turns out back in the day, they tell her they're going to dig up your past, all this shit. So they find out that when she was 19, she had sex with her teacher. Okay, but this is where we got to say, this is where everyone in the goddamn congregation, all 17,000 of you, better say, God is great for social justice. Let's give a shout out to the social justice warriors out there, because I'll tell you, this is an upgrade in our culture. Because back in 96, right, during this whole impeachment trial, this guy comes out, like, Basically, it was becoming like this big thing in the news of like Monica Lewinsky versus Bill Clinton, and like she's saying he didn't, he's saying he didn't do it, whatever, right? And so people are like saying she's crazy. And then the Clintons, they put out through other channels that like this bitch crazy. She's a stalking ass, crazy ass bitch. She's a stalker. Beep beep. Kooky dude. So we had to move her. Couldn't do her job. Idiot. Crazy. Trying to suck everyone's dick. Anyway, so they're putting all this propaganda out about her, talking shit. So then, Steve, honestly, like the whole culture was doing this. I like your thumbnail, by the way. That guy's hilarious, dude. Imagine you're really that guy. So anyway, what was I gonna say? So this teacher, this guy started having sex with her drama teacher in high school drama teacher, has sex with her for 5 years. And during the height of this Bill Clinton versus Monica Lewinsky thing, he does a public talk, like a little public get together to say, hey, everyone, I had sex with Monica Lewinsky when she was 19. I was her teacher. Anyway, fucking psycho. Beep, beep. She's going after the president. The president's a good man. He's a family man, but she's a little beep, 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 beep. Banged her when she was 19. Trust. Can you imagine? So now we're going to watch that clip. Because this guy, but that's why you had to say thank God for the social justice warriors. Because let me tell you something. 1996, this guy went on TV, people, and nobody said, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, he's going on, they're putting it on NBC, ABC, CBS, like they're putting it on the news, national news, that this guy comes out. A former lover of Monica Lewinsky has come out, her teacher. It's her teacher. And he goes, hey, everyone, I want you to know this whole Monica versus Bill Clinton thing. I just want everyone to know Monica Lewinsky banged her back when she was 19. I was her drama teacher. Banged her for 6 years. Bitch tried to ruin my life. Bitch tried to ruin my life, just like she's trying to fuck up Bill Clinton. Bitch came after me, started calling my wife. Okay, bitch, crazy. Okay? You know what I'm saying, dog? Bitch, crazy. Beep, beep. Yeah, that's basically what that is. He's like, I am just like Mr. Clinton, just like President Clinton. A lot of people say that I'm the president of the Lincoln Collegiate Drama Department. And she came after me and she tried to ruin me, just like she did this to Bill Clinton. And I love Bill Clinton. Like, what are you doing? He didn't say I tried to. Yeah, he was banging the student. He tried to run. He banged the student, but then he blamed the student. Classic. Listen, before the 2000s, you could actually bang a girl and then be like, oh, she was a harlot. This is a classic she was a harlot tactic. And it's like, I just want to say that Mr. Bill Clinton, President Bill Clinton must be innocent because she did this to me back when I was banging her, back when she was 19. Anyway, let's watch a clip of his ex-wife has come forward now to say something about it. And I thought it was pretty silly. And then I'm going to go and then we're going to do meditation tonight. Unless people want to do a quick call in, but we do have to wrap up at 55.
Monica Lewinsky is back in the spotlight as her story is being told in the new miniseries on FX.
Mr. President, do you know a woman named Monica Lewinsky?
That's me. That's my face. This woman is coming forward to tell another story. How Monica's affair with Bill Clinton was not her first relationship with a married man.
Monica Lewinsky was.
I think she's the teacher's wife. And back then, she went out on the podium like so when he did the talk about like, listen, everyone, I just got to say a few words about this Monica Lewinsky Bill Clinton thing. I used to be her drama teacher. Then I started banging her when she was 19. Banged her for 6 years. Anyway, bitch is crazy. Okay? Came after me, came after my wife. We got her the fuck out of the house, and now she went after another president. I was like a president of our drama department, and then she obviously started at a high school level president, and then she went for the national level president. Who knows what other presidents she attacked along the way? Who knows what kind of presidents she attacked along the way? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I want to speak out on behalf of Mr. President Clinton I stand with you, brother. I stand with you.
Wasn't just having an affair with your husband, but was having an affair with the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Kate Nason found out she was connected to one of the biggest scandals in political history from her mother.
My mother said that she was reading the LA Times that said that the president of the United States was having an affair with a White House intern. And I said, so? And she said, honey, the intern is Monica.
Kate's
Oh,
husband
man.
was a teacher named Andy Blyler.
We met when a friend brought him to my house. He was funny and charming, and he fixed things, which was fantastic. He asked me to marry him 9 times in 4 years, and on the 10th time.
Wow, what a psycho, dude. And then this is the guy who cheated. Asked me to marry him 9 times in 4 years. He's a real romantic. He knows what love is.
I caved. If I had been paying attention,
Commitment. He believes in commitment. And he knows what love is.
I would have seen red flags from the get-go.
Andy did have an affair with Monica.
In 1998, Kate suffered the humiliation of appearing at a press conference with her husband when he admitted everything. She calls it her stand by your man moment. You can actually see her mouth the words, I love you.
Well,
Ew.
you know, that's probably the moment I regret ever walking out on that front porch. I could not, for the life of me, figure out how did I end up in this crazy, curious place.
He asked 9 times. So.
But I was a deer in the headlights.
Andy was Monica's high school drama teacher
Wow, that's her? That's so cute.
in Los Angeles. The affair started when she was in college. Monica even babysat for the Blylers. In her new book, Everything is Perfect, Kate says the affair started when Monica was 19 and lasted 5 years. Kate divorced Andy in 1999.
How did you handle that?
Well, as I write in my book, I broke a lot of dishes. I allowed myself to feel all the rage.
Did she ever apologize to you?
Years later, I did get a letter apologizing. Yes.
Did you forgive her?
Yes, she was young. Good for her for telling her story. I am just here to tell mine.
Yeah, but your story's not. I'm glad she told her story, but I'm now here to tell mine. Buddy, your story, you're just dumb in your story. I mean, I guess you got cheated. Yeah, okay, fine. No, everyone's got the story. It's nothing, man. Monica Lewinsky, like, you watch it, the first 2-3 episodes, it's just driving her crazy. Like, and like, you know this happens if you date someone and then you're like not that into them or something, and they just start like calling you all the time or like texting all the time, and then like, why didn't you text back? Like, she's doing that, but with the president. She's so in love with him. She's like obsessed with him. It really is her life has been a suffering. and then he threw her under the bus, slut shamed her hard. And then the whole culture just made fun of her. Like, because Bill Clinton was too smooth, too sexy, too smooth. He knew that he had the PR people. He was calling. Basically what people say happens now, where like the Democrats have an inline with the networks, right? And then they feed a PR line. So they started feeding this PR line that, oh, Billy Boy just too sexy. He too sexy. Bitches love Billy Boy. And then when he doesn't leave his wife, who he loves, then they go crazy. So they started putting that out. He started getting this positive publicity. His approval ratings would go up. So like, as it goes out, like that he cheated on his wife, people are like, yeah, my boy is sexy. My boy is fucking. Approval rating up. Ann Coulter has a great monologue at the end, or like the actor playing Ann Coulter has a great monologue at the end, and she's like, we showed them that he's a monster, that he's an idiot, that he's a maniac, and they still wanted it. They said, yeah, give us more of that. She's like so bitter at the end. It's like, you idiot. They think they're so righteous. Like they think they're righteous to take this guy down. It's ridiculous. But anyway, it's great. Great film. And I have to go, but I'll be back at 11. People, I'll be back at 11. Yeah, Monica was one of the first people shamed hardcore. Yeah, it's true, Cher. Yo, tonight I'll try to do calls. But Cher, thanks. Yeah, it's true. It's true. She is the first person of like, she's almost like the first person that got canceled, you could say too, because like her and even the other woman, the woman who I told you guys, she started off like the super Christian, super sweet. At the end, she's modeling naked penthouse. Amazing. What an arc she had. And she could have gotten $700,000 in the middle. But yeah, her too. She couldn't get a job. And then she started doing Celebrity Psychic Hotline. Oh my God. That was so funny. She had this Celebrity Psychic Hotline. She's like, hey, I'm Paula Jones from the Bill Clinton trial. Anyway, if we're having trouble with your love life, sex life, want to know what this, that, like she's just doing some psychic line. I couldn't find it. Paula Jones psychic line. Let's see if we can find the original Jones psychic line. I'm just getting chat with psychic online. She had her own psychic hotline. Like you could call back then. It was just like a way of making money. Oh. What the hell? Dial P for Paula, telephone psychic. I don't know. I don't know if it's up. They reenacted it in the movie, so watch it. It's a great movie. Did Paula Jones feature on the Psychic Friends Network? Yeah, she did. Here, I'll show you. Oh, maybe that's debunked. Maybe that's debunked. Did Paula Jones feature on the Psychic Network? Let's see. This is her, by the way. This is the real her. The third installment of American Crime Story, which followed the impeachment of 42nd President Bill Clinton, came to an end this week as the finale aired on FX. Following the final episodes, some are curious to know about Paula Jones and her involvement with the Psychic Friends Night after commercial was featured on the show. Paula Jones commercial features. Okay. Jones sexual harassment lawsuit and the aftermath, which ultimately led to former President Clinton's impeachment. In the final episode of the series, Jones is seen to be featured in a commercial as she promotes a new psychic service. Articles reporting on the scene have since linked the commercial to Psychic Friends Network, which is known for its popular infomercials. Viewers have since taken to Twitter as they react to Jones having to take a job as a psychic caller. Okay, but where is conflicting reports? Did Paula Jones feature in commercials for the Psychic Friends Network? There seem to be conflicting reports, although Paula Jones was reported to have been featured on the Paula Jones Celebrity Psychic Network, which she lent her name to. Some reports of the time claimed she had signed to a psychic hotline, whereas other publications wrote she was involved with the Paula Jones Celebrity Psychic Network. The Chicago Tribune reported Jones had signed a contract regarding a pitch of the new Paula Jones Celebrity Psychic Network, and she dismissed the claims, but according to Las Vegas Sun, Jones made her debut as part of the network, which was run by the Zodiac Group in May 1999. What happened to the network? Come on, do you guys have it or not? In the 90s, telephone service channels, which saw customers call a 900 line and charged a fee per call, were a hit as they became popular across TV, including the psychic industry. One of the most well-known psychic lines was the Psychic Friends Network, which became familiar to many for its infomercials and for featuring singer Dionne Warwick. However, it seems Paula Jones Celebrity Psychic Network did not gain as much popularity as the president of the Zodiac Group, David Felger, said of the network at the time. If this were a horse race, we'd be off to a slow start. Okay, just cool it, buddy. Just cool it, huh? Hey, thanks everyone for coming. Many questions, but the one answer, more than a mouthful. What did I say about slut shaming? No slut shaming today. What did I say? Huh? I said at the beginning, no slut shaming. We wanted to have a clean episode, but honestly, there's so many jokes were about that. The lady's story happens all the time. I'll pass on the book. The book is so fat, dude. And it's like one of those books that's like written. I feel like the documentaries are where it's at. But also, hey man, I support her. I think what she went through was unfair, and the whole culture turned on her, and she was like the victim of like just two political animals like fighting each other, and she just got mauled in the middle, and it's not cool, and it's not fair, and it's so sad. The last episode, it really shows you what a bunch of scumbags they are, and that's all the pontifications I really have for you. Let me just check my notes. Yes, those are all the pontifications that were written down. I mean, I remember at one point they went to the FBI guys took Monica Lewinsky to Fridays, and the guy ordered chicken nacho pasta pie. And it just shows you how like it was a bunch of adults acting like children. You know what I mean? Like they're going after her, they were attacking her, then they had to like babysit her. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're all 50 plus. And you're just going after her for a political hit. It's ridiculous. But anyway, check out the documentary. It's fantastic. Thanks everyone for coming. I'm going to be back tonight at 11. Sorry about yesterday. I know this is why I don't have kids. Yeah, that's why I don't have kids. Because, it's hard to do things on time. That's what I tell people. Anyway, I'll be back at 11. I'm going to do a double episode tonight because I did leave y'all hanging on that. But thanks everyone for coming in. You are loved. And hey, get tickets for Loving Kindness Meditation. There's a link in the comment section below. And God is great. And God is great.